Hey guys, it's Allie. Welcome to another Thrifty Thursday, where I visit a local thrift store in search of tingly items to share with you. If you have never seen Thrifty Thursday, there are 3 basic rules that I have to follow. Rule number 1, I cannot spend over $5. Rule number 2, the item or items that I purchase have to be not only tingle-worthy, but also useful to me in my own life. And rule number 3, each time that I visit the thrift store, I have to bring something of mine to donate. It has to be something that I'm no longer using, but that might benefit somebody else. Now, some of you might remember on last week's Thrifty Thursday, I mentioned that this week and the weeks to follow, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm moving pretty soon, so for the next few weeks until I've moved, instead of purchasing items at the thrift store each week, I will only be donating items of my own, and that's to help ease the moving process as I go through and find things to get rid of. So that starts this week, and in a moment I'm going to share with you a few items that I've chosen to donate this week. Before I do that though, I want to address something really quick. I noticed that a few of you commented on my last video, my Time Travel Tuesday roleplay, that the sound in that video was kind of echoey and also sort of muffled sounding. I wanted to just apologize for that. Basically, I was house sitting at the time for some friends of mine, and the room that I was in was really the only room in the house that I could get away with shooting in, especially for that roleplay, and it just sort of happened to have kind of a loud, unpleasant frequency running through that particular room. So in post-production, as I was editing, I had to do some finagling that resulted in kind of that muffled sound. And that room also happened to be kind of lofty, so it created kind of an echo in the room, which some of you heard in the video. So I just wanted to acknowledge that and apologize for it, and let you know, as you can see, I'm back home now, and so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. It's nice and quiet here. So now I want to show you a few items that I have dug up that I'm going to be donating this week. And I've got 4 different items that I want to share with you. First one is this spice rack. This is something that has had very little use since I acquired it, and it's really just been taking up space, and I have no desire to take it with me to my new apartment. But I feel that it would be useful to somebody, so I'm planning on donating it. It's a really cute little spice rack, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe I buy spice bottles that are too large, or too many, I guess. I think that's really the problem, is I buy too many spices, because I've always had trouble fitting everything onto here, which is why I've used it so little. And it's made of wood, and it's painted a sort of powder blue, really light powder blue color. And it goes on and mounts onto a wall has, well, I did this maybe years ago. It has these little screw and wall anchors that I'm going to leave in. I won't take these out, so that the next person who gives this spice rack a home will already have the proper hardware. They won't have to go and buy any screws. Maybe someone out there with tiny spices will enjoy this, but not me. I'm looking forward to passing this along and letting it go out of my life. So this is first thing to go. The next item is this little trinket. I will be perfectly honest with you and tell you that I have no idea how this came to be in my possession. I don't remember. I know that it's been kind of among my things for many, many years, but I just don't know why. It's very cute, but it's really not my style, I guess. So it's just been gone from box to box over the years. And I found this in a box of old keepsakes that I acquired recently. At the same time that I got all of those glass shoes that I collected as a kid that I shared with you guys a few videos ago. And this little item was among those little treasures. And I was going through those recently and decided that this would be really cute on someone else's mantle, but not mine. And it's a little cherub angel thing sitting next to a cat with feathers on its head. They're really soft, delicate little feathers. And the angel cherub person is wearing a little wreath of straw and flowers, foliage on his or her head. And he's got these cute little wings. And they are, looks like they're enjoying a jar of cookies together. See, cookies. And there's little cookies on the ground next to them where they've been careless and spilled them. And this is very, very cute. But personally, for me, it's a little bit too cute. So I very much hope that someone else finds this little knick-knack enjoyable and pleasing. And I also hope that I don't, weeks from now, suddenly remember this item is very dear to me and holds a lot of emotional value because, yeah, I found this with a lot of things that I do hold very dear, but I have no memory of being particularly attached to this, so I hope that I don't suddenly remember that I was. If that does happen, and I happen to donate this in your area, and you find it, please be kind enough to give it back to me. So the next item I will be donating is another little knick-knack. And again, I don't remember the significance of this, but it was also among my little treasures from childhood, with the shoes and things like that. And I like this, actually. I think it's really, really beautiful. But I think someone else could appreciate it better than I. But as I've been looking at it, preparing for this video, I noticed that it has all these wonderful little details that are really cool. I don't know if you can see this clearly, but the woman's braid is very, very intricately done. And she even has this tiny little feather sticking up out of her little headdress thing. So this is just like a Native American mother holding a little itty bitty tiny baby in a cute little swaddle basket contraption. And her little eyes are painted closed and her mouth is kind of O-shaped, so I think it's made to look like she's singing to him, singing a lullaby. And on the side of her pants are these little black dots. It's just a cute little detail. Oh, she's wearing a little satchel with decorations on it. Yeah. So I'll be parting with this. Pretty soon. Yeah, I think my favorite part is the braid. It really looks like hair that was braided. It's so detailed. Okay. And now I'll share with you my last item that I'll be donating. This is, again, not something with any emotional value to me. This is just a belt that I bought without trying on, and I years ago, or a year ago. And I think it's hard to tell unless you're right up close to it, but it's really sparkly. And it's really pretty light pink. But yeah, I purchased it without trying it on. And it turned out it was about 2 or 3 sizes too small. Which is a bummer because I really like it. And I would wear it if it fit around my waist. Or my hips, I guess. But it doesn't. So, maybe some young lady will find this belt and absolutely love it, and it will fit her. And she'll wear it every single day. It makes some nice scratchy noises. Because the surface of it's kind of rough because it's glittery. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little belt buckle holes. What are they called? I don't know. These 2 little loops. Let me let you hear that. So, yeah, I'm sure this will make a lovely addition to some young ladies, or old ladies, or old man, or young man ensemble. But unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to it. Okay, guys, well, that's everything that I'll be donating this week. I hope you enjoyed those items. Just a reminder, Thrifty Thursday will go back to the normal format in a few weeks after I've moved. So this format that I'm doing right now will be a permanent change. Cool. So now I think that I'll just wrap up by doing a little bit of ear-to-ear sounds. And I know that a lot of people enjoyed, in a previous Thrifty Thursday video, a stipple sound that I did with a makeup brush. So I'll do a little bit of ear to ear. Stipple, 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 stipple. Stipple, 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 stipple. For those of you who don't remember, that was a little stippling brush that I used on the viewer, I guess, on you, and I liked the sound. Stipple, 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 stipple. And I'd never heard anybody do that before, but a bunch of you guys liked it, so, and I haven't done it since. So many of you have asked me to. Stipple, 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 stipple. Stipple, 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 stipple. Stipple, 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 stipple. Since I'm new to having a binaural mic, I'm really interested to know what you guys, some things that you guys would like to hear now that I have ear-to-ear capability. And so I would love to hear from you guys. Feel free to comment suggestions and ideas. I really like hearing what you guys have to say. So recently, I just thought I'd share this with you because it's interesting, at least for me, and somewhat relevant to ASMR. I recently started trying a new vitamin, a supplement that was recommended to me for anxiety and reducing stress, and it's called GABA, or GABA, and I take a chewable, I think it's 200 milligram tablet, and I take it along with 100 milligrams of something called L-theanine, which supposedly increases the benefits of GABA. And it was also recommended to me that I take the GABA with something called, I think it's called inositol. But I haven't tried that yet. When I went to the vitamin store to pick up the GABA and L-theanine, the inositol made my purchase a little too pricey, so I skipped that, but I just wanted to share it with you because I actually noticed an immediate difference in my anxiety levels. That's something that I struggle with sometimes, but I'm not personally. I don't advocate or discourage anything, but personally for me, I don't love the idea of taking a medication, really, to manage my anxiety. So I was really interested in an herbal supplement as a natural solution to anxiety, and I have to say that I have seen a difference so far, and it's only been a few days. But I take that little combination with the GABA and the L-theanine twice a day, and I have definitely seen a decrease in my anxiety levels. also supposedly very good for helping you sleep and promoting a restful night's sleep, which is something that we could all use more of. On that same note, for a couple of months now, I've been also taking a magnesium supplement before bed, right before I go to sleep. And my sleep has been very greatly improved by the magnesium. So much so that I actually notice an immediate difference if I forget to take it. My sleep feels less restful than when I remember to take it. And I also notice that my dreams are affected by the magnesium. They become more vivid and interesting, if that makes sense. I don't have a lot of nightmares naturally, but my dreams are usually kind of disjointed and not super linear. But when I take magnesium, I do notice my dreams become much more linear and almost as though I'm watching a movie starring myself. And I can remember the dreams much easier the next day, and they're very interesting to recall. I had one recently where I was I was taking part in the Battle of Hogwarts in the Harry Potter universe, and myself and Hermione Granger were part of the force against Voldemort and his Death Eaters. And it was a very exciting dream because I had a wand and I could perform magic. But I wasn't very good at it, so it was very fortunate that I had Hermione around, because she was able to assist me in my spells that were constantly going awry. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. So that's one of the many interesting dreams that I had after taking magnesium. So now I want to try something that I think could be fun. Ear to ear, I want to try some common tongue twisters. Maybe tongue twisters that you would use as a warm-up exercise if you are a drama student. I did a lot of those when I was in theater in junior high. So let me try a couple. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. relaxing and enjoyable. And I will be seeing you guys again very soon. Good night. Now I want everybody to pick a partner, and you're going to read the directions on the cards at your center, and then you're both going to complete the activities on the cards. And then I am going to let you know when it's time to stop, and we will have story time before lunch. Does anybody have any questions?